My name is Mrs. Lill, and I am the Viking librarian. I also am a yoga teacher. Today we're going to have a quick 10-minute yoga practice to get out of our minds, get out of everything that's going on in our world, and we're just going to be focusing on our breath and focusing on the movements that we make with our body. So by being able to practice yoga, focusing on the breath, focusing on the body, we can eliminate everything that might be going on in our mind. So I always like to start my yoga practice by focusing on my inhales and on my exhales. So go ahead and get on something comfy. You don't have to be on a yoga mat or anything like that. Carpet is perfectly fine. If you would like to check out a yoga mat, you can come to the bookmobile. I've got lots of them on there. You can grab one, keep it for a month, and let's go ahead and get started. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. If you would prefer, you're at home, so you can make this yoga practice however you would like. You could start laying down as well. Totally up to you. And we'll just start to gently close our eyes. We'll inhale our shoulders up to our ears and then bring them down along the back. So the chest is lifted, the crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. We have a nice long spine. Our hands can come to our knees. And as I said, we're going to just eliminate stress, anxiety, and we're going to just focus here on the present moment. So let's breathe in through the nose. And we'll exhale with a big sigh out the mouth. In through the nose. And exhale with a sigh out the mouth. Go ahead and continue doing that, just noticing how your body's starting to feel as you bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe you notice with each inhale, your shoulders rise, your chest rises, your ribs and your belly get full of air. And as you exhale, they start to fall. We'll just take a quick scan down the body as we breathe in and out, checking in with the head, the jaw, the neck, noticing how our shoulders are feeling, our chest, moving down through our arms, our belly, our hips, our right leg and left leg. Just trying to soften into those areas. Relax and focus on how the body is feeling today. Continuing that deep inhale in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. On our next breath, we'll gently start to open the eyes, and we're going to reach the arms up overhead. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center. Linking our breath with our movement. Inhale the arms up. You can even look up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center. This time, as we inhale the arms up, we're going to take the left hand and drop it down, reaching that right arm over top. The chest is lifted. And we'll inhale, bringing both hands up and switch sides. Inhale back to center. Exhale, Folding forward, we're going to reach our fingertips out in front of us, feeling a nice long stretch in our side bodies, making sure our neck and our head are not tense, just reaching forward. And as we exhale, we'll bring our hands back to center, and then we're going to bring them back behind us so that we can lift the chest up, look up towards the sky. Notice and feel that connection of the bottom, the legs, the fingertips on the earth. Feel how great it feels to just take a break from our phones, taking a break from being on technology to just focus here on our bodies. So we're going to move forward now into a tabletop position. Our hands are going to be nice and spread out. Our knees are going to be down, pushing into the earth. And we're going to drop the belly down, so we inhale, look up, moving through our cat and cow. Exhale, curve through the spine. Inhale as we come forward. Exhale as we curve through. Moving with the pace of your own breath. Staying focused and present here in the moment. And we'll take one more breath before coming back into our neutral spine. We're going to make a circle with the body. So start to lean back and then circle forward. So we're going to start getting into the hips, start getting into the wrists. Just allowing the body to start opening up, building a little bit of heat. Next time we're back, we're going to switch the direction of our circle. Moving the body in circles is wonderful. It helps us loosen up this fluid that's called synovial fluid in our joints. Helps us feel like we can gain some mobility, flexibility as well. And then on our next time we're towards the back of our mat, we'll just place our bottom down on our heels, stretching the fingertips forward, finding a child's pose position. The forehead's coming down to the mat. Maybe you can rest your forehead all the way down. Still focusing on that breath, inhaling and exhaling. And we'll start to come forward onto our tabletop position once again. We're going to curl our toes under and lift the hips up for downward facing dog. So hips are in the air. We can have a generous bend in the knees as we get started. We're pressing evenly down into the fingertips and evenly down into the feet. And we'll walk our feet all the way up to our hands, finding our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, so we'll bring our hands to our shins, bring the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale, the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching through the fingertips. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Let's add on to that a little bit. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll plant our hands to the earth, step back into a plank position, and lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, pressing the hands into the mat. We'll lift up the chest, finding our cobra pose. Exhale, release down to the mat. You can use your knees to help you push up through to a plank position. Lift those hips up and find your downward facing dog. So that is called a sun salutation. Let's walk our feet up towards our hands and find our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. We'll do one more sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands to the earth. Step back to your plank position. Slowly lower down to the belly. Inhale, halfway lift, cobra. Exhale, come on down. Push through your plank. Lift up, downward facing dog. We're going to take our feet and walk them up, placing our knees onto the earth, coming back into our seated position. From our seated position here, we'll take the legs out wide, and we're going to find a forward fold. So just working on stretching our legs. Nice tall position, shoulders are back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. We're feeling a stretch along the back of the hamstring. Toes are up towards the sky. Reaching out as far as feels comfortable for you. You might be here. That's perfectly fine. As you practice yoga a little bit more, you might be able to stretch further and further. Flexibility takes time and patience. And holding positions for a little bit longer helps us to gain that flexibility as well, and strength. Let's take 2 to 3 more breaths here in this position. And we'll start to come up to our fingertips, walking the hands back, bringing the legs back into a cross-legged position, rounding those shoulders up and rolling them back. We'll start to gently close our eyes as we end our practice, and we'll take 5 deep breaths. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Trying to make these last few breaths as deep as possible. Gently opening up the eyes. Just noticing how you feel after a quick 10-minute stretch and focus on our breathing. I hope that you enjoyed your practice today, and there's so many great YouTube videos out there for yoga. So if you enjoyed this, then I highly recommend going out and finding some more yoga videos that you could practice with. Thank you so much for your presence and your practice with me today. Namaste.